You would never guess that the male contestant on this dating show was actually a fugitive murderer. What's even more shocking is that he successfully matched with a female contestant. So, who was this man who dared to appear so brazenly on television? Today, we're talking about the most high-profile murderer in history, Wu Gang. In May 2011, the Jilin City Public Security Bureau in Jilin Province received a mysterious phone call from a woman. She claimed she was watching a dating show called Happy League on satellite TV when she recognized one of the male contestants. She said he was involved in a murder case from 13 years ago. His real name was Wu Gang, and he should be a fugitive murderer. When the police asked how she knew, she simply said he killed a young man in February 1998, then hung up. Facing such an unexpected tip, the police didn't dismiss it. A fugitive murderer appearing on TV? Wasn't that just turning himself in? To find out the truth, the police immediately launched an investigation. They quickly located the episode from November 14th. In the video, the male contestant, calling himself Lu Hao, was clearly trying to grab attention. He was singing, dancing, and even performing a rap, heating up the atmosphere. He was clearly trying to be the center of attention, making sure everyone remembered his face. What's even more incredible is that another guest on the show was actually a police officer. Even more bizarrely, Lu Hao successfully matched with female contestant number 2, and the two paired up. One can only imagine what that female contestant thought after she later found out Lu Hao was a fugitive. The police were stunned after watching the episode. Logically, wanted fugitives live in hiding, terrified of being seen. Yet, Lu Hao openly appeared on television, seemingly unconcerned that he was a murderer. Was he deliberately trying to be caught, or was he just incredibly audacious? Police retrieved the files from the murder case 13 years prior. They found the only remaining household registration photo of the suspect, Wu Gang. At the time, facial recognition relied solely on human visual comparison. While the current Lu Hao looked noticeably different due to age and time, the facial features, eyes, eyebrows, nose, and ears, showed a strong resemblance. It was highly likely that Lu Hao was indeed the Wu Gang from that murder case. The immediate priority was to locate the current Lu Hao. The show's production team said Lu Hao worked as a singer in another city. Was Lu Hao a fabricated identity Wu Gang had created? The police contacted the Happy League production team and obtained Lu Hao's contact information. However, they didn't act immediately. Instead, they first went to the residential complex where Lu Hao claimed to live. They found no registration information for anyone named Lu Hao. Then, police found his QQ company account was unsecured. Opening it, they found many photos of Lu Hao performing and details about his life. These photos were clearly Lu Hao, without a doubt. They found his public contact information. He often took on small gigs, singing at commercial events. The police then bought a new phone card in Shenyang and pretended to be event organizers inviting him to perform, hoping to lure him out. Since Lu Hao frequently received such calls, he wasn't suspicious. He set the performance price over the phone. Police told him to meet them at the entrance of a restaurant. A slightly chubby man entered their field of vision. Lu Hao, being naturally outgoing, directly approached the police. The police then told him they needed to go to another location to discuss his performance resume. Unbeknownst to him, he was already caught in a trap. Moments later, the car pulled up to the police station. The police revealed their identities and told Lu Hao that he was under arrest for the murder from 13 years ago. Lu Hao offered no futile resistance. He confessed that he was indeed Wu Gang, the fugitive from 13 years ago, admitting that he had committed a terrible mistake. So what happened 13 years ago? Wu Gang was born in Jilin City's Chuanying district in 1971. He was abandoned by his biological parents as a child and grew up in a welfare institution in Jilin. Later, he was adopted by a foster couple. He developed a love for singing and dancing. In 1990, Wu Gang left home and became a singer in many karaoke bars in Jilin City. He was good at his craft and earned a decent living. On the evening of February 13, 1998, Wu Gang and a friend, Sun Jun, were drinking with a female host. Not long after, the female host felt uncomfortable and made an excuse to leave. Wu Gang's friend, Sun Jun, immediately insisted on escorting her, saying it wasn't safe at night. The female host refused, but Sun Jun persisted, even saying some unpleasant things. The two men got into a fight. In the dim light, Wu Gang didn't clearly see what Sun Jun was holding as he rushed towards him. Feeling threatened, Wu Gang grabbed a fruit knife and stabbed Sun Jun. Blood immediately gushed out. Sun Jun was rushed to the hospital but died because he missed the golden hour for treatment. Terrified, the newly fugitive Wu Gang didn't call his foster parents, fearing he would implicate them. He lived a life of constant fear. After a few months, when no one came to arrest him, Wu Gang's courage slowly returned. He had to find work to make a living. He changed his name to Lu Hao, meaning leaving a mark on this world. He worked as a waiter in Hangzhou for a few months, but found southern life uncomfortable and missed his northeast roots. So, he returned to his old singing and dancing profession, also taking on wedding hosting gigs. His talent in this field was undeniable. His performing career eventually led to him forming his own entertainment company. Ironically, it was through his very public appearances that he was eventually reported to the police. Looking back, the mysterious woman who called in the tip was very likely the female host from that night 13 years ago. As for his relationship with the female contestant he matched with on the dating show, they were not living in the same city after the show, and neither was willing to give up their work. They eventually broke up. Perhaps this was the best outcome for all involved. The Jilin City Intermediate People's Court sentenced Wu Gang to life imprisonment for murder and deprived him of his political rights for life. If Wu Gang had faced his mistake immediately, Sun Jun might not have died, or at least the consequences would have been different. But if you make one mistake after another, there's no turning back. This case serves as a warning to everyone. Think carefully before you act. As Wu Gang himself once said, always think carefully about what you do.